Catmosphere here, and Zelda. Hi, Zelda. Hi. We just wanted to say thank you so much for watching the Movin and Shakin video and for streaming the song. I hope that you've gotten a chance to stream it or download it from whatever your favorite digital service is and use it in your story time. So we are going to show you today 3 different ways that this song can be used as an activity with your kids. Okay, so in most of the song, the verses and stuff, you can just have them wiggle and shake and move freely, like free movement, freestyling. That is always great. The cool thing about this song is that it combines free movement with sort of choreographed movement that feels like a game, okay? So there's 3 different choreographed movements that feel like a game that you can do. So the first one, Zelda's helping me, she's kicking the egg shaker towards me. The first one is an egg shaker. So what you're gonna have them do, and this is in the video, is you're gonna take your egg shaker and you're gonna shake it 8 times to one side of the body. You can have them put it in whichever hand feels most comfortable. I'm not really a fan of like taking a child's hand and putting it in the egg shaker and like forcing them to do it a certain way. So if they don't get it the first time, that is okay. Remember that these kind of movements that adults take for granted, they're not automated for children. So what you're gonna do is have them put the egg shaker in their most comfortable hand, and you're gonna have them shake it 8 times on that side of their body, and they can count to 8 as they do that. Then they're gonna move their arm all the way across to the other side of their body. This is called a cross-lateral movement, when a child moves across the midline of their body like this. Okay, so this is really good for brain development. It's going to help both hemispheres of the brain work together, and that frees up energy to learn more things. Okay, so you're going to have them do 8, 8, then 4 shakes, then 4 shakes, then 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. It's super fun, demonstrated in the video, and with older kids, what you can do is actually ask them to guess, okay, so we just did 8 shakes. Now we're gonna cut that in half. What do you think that is? And some of them may be able to figure out 4, and then half of that is 2, and of course half of that is 1. So it's a neat introduction to fractions for some younger kids. Okay, so the second way that you can use Movin and Shakin', well, my baby's waking up, I gotta go get him. Okay, so the second way that you can use this song in story time as an activity is to simply substitute the egg shakers for hand claps. So this is a great option if, number 1, you don't have egg shakers, totally fine, or if you're doing this in a big group and you don't want to have to take the time to pass out and collect the manipulatives, I totally get it. So what I have done in the past is I've substituted the egg shaker shakes for hand claps. So you'll simply do 8 hand claps to one side, and then moving those hands all the way across your body, 8 claps to the other side, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So you're still getting the cross-lateral movements. You're still getting the idea of cutting 8 in half, cutting 4 in half, cutting 2 in half, and then having the 1. You're still getting a nice cardiovascular activity. In some ways, it's actually gets you warmed up a little bit better than just the shaker. So yeah, hand claps are a great option. Okay, so the third way that you can use this song is by using your fingers. So this is great for what we call fine motor skills. Fine motor skills are the motor skills that are going to work on the little tiny muscles in children's hands that get them ready for writing or painting or drawing, okay? So instead of using the gross motor skills where we're shaking or clapping on either side of our body, we're just going to use our fingers. So this is almost like a finger play or an action song. But what you'll do is when you get to the numbers part, you'll just have them hold up their fingers for the numbers. I like to do the 8 like this, using 4 fingers on each hand, because then what you get is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, and then 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All right, so by splitting it up over the 2 hands, it makes it a little bit more challenging, and it requires more coordination, and it requires them to think in a little bit different way. So studies show that when we count, and we count on our fingers, that actually helps us count. So it's good to ask them to count on their fingers. However, we usually count this way, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is a kind of a fun way to mix it up, where you're going to take 4 splitting over this hand, 4 splitting over this hand, so then they can kind of see for the older ones that half of that is that, half of that is that, and then this is just a little fun movement there. And this is sort of demonstrated in the video as well. Zelda and I say thank you for watching our video. We hope you got some ideas for how to use the song Movin and Shakin with your kids. Don't forget, you can stream or download the track and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more videos. Meow!